Hey docs, it's Noel here. I want to ask you this question again. Is there somebody in your technique that sees 3 times the people that you do and it feels like a game to them, and you struggle to maintain the numbers that you do? Well, in this short video, we're going to talk about how we're going to solve that problem and solve it in the next upcoming live training, high volume, low stress. So the upcoming live training, high volume, low stress, is designed to deal with the problems that every single practice goes through on the way to real growth. Now, in session 1, we started off with what we call the foundation of success. And in the foundation of success, we talked about philosophy, we talked about practice vision, we talked about your specific goals, and then we added to that your day 1, your day 2, your returning visits, your reevaluations, and then also your new patient orientation class. Well, what does that want? That whole philosophy, vision, goals, great day 1, great day 2, returning visits, reeval, and new patient orientation class wants new patients. So that's why session 2 was all about new patients. So we start to add new patients to that formula and we start to grow. Now here's something that happens in every single practice. You grow to a particular point where you struggle, and that's your capacity issue. You grow maybe up to 70, 80 visits, and then that's hard for you and you drop back down. Or maybe your cap is 170 or 180 visits, and that's hard for you and you drop back down. How do you get past this particular cap? Well, by going into high volume, low stress. And that's where we take the capacity quiz. I promise you that this is true, that if you're stuck at any particular level, we're going to find a capacity issue, and we might not think that that's the problem, but our staff knows it's the problem. We might not even be aware of it. We're blind to that, but as soon as we discover the right capacity problem and we solve those, all of a sudden the practice feels like it's got wings, like we've been running with chains on our legs, and then all of a sudden there's this huge, great breakthrough. I'm going to give you an example of 3 or 4 of those capacity issues in the next segment on this video. So here's a capacity issue, and it has to do with facilities. I'm working with a great group of docs. There's 3 doctors. And for whatever reason, their new patient volume was not what they wanted it to be. And every time they pushed for new patients, everything would get stressed out. And I finally spoke to one of the CAs because I knew there was a problem. And I looked back over facilities, and they had 1 exam room in order to do their new patients. And we got 3 doctors. So the CA was always really nervous about when and how she scheduled new patients. So the doctors found that that was a restrictor. We got that solved, added another exam room, 30% increase in the practice. Some simple thing that was staring them right in the face. Now there was another capacity issue for one particular doctor. I told him, you charge less money than anybody that I coach. And he says, are you kidding? I said, no, let's take a look. We took him through a fee exercise, and one of his capacity issues was what he was collecting. And he got the courage to make some fee adjustments. We did an exercise that helped him figure out what to do. All of a sudden, he's doing absolutely record money month after month after month after month. Now, there are so many different capacity issues. There has to do with time, clinic layout, scheduling, commitment and energy, new patients, retention, headspace or belief, financial policies, management ability, new patient processing, therapy and adjunctive services time. So in high volume, low stress, I want you to score this out. I know it's the 2nd week I've talked about it. I really want you to do this and bring it to the high volume, low stress seminar that's in Seattle or Chicago. First weekend in June in Chicago, 2nd weekend in June in Seattle. And I want you to bring your management level or high commitment CAs, and we're going to sit together. We're going to come up with an action plan for you to be able to break through that ceiling that seems to hold you down and get past that pressure. This is Dr. Noel Lloyd for 5-Star Management out on the Burke-Gilman Bicycle Trail and Walking Trail, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.